constraints. Now, this is something that journalists face every day in the Pacific. I mean, your next of kin is just around the corner. You do have a certain degree of cultural obligations, and this impact on what you may write or say actually quite immediately. Shalandra, you teach journalism at the University of the South Pacific. Is there such thing as one size fits all when it comes to responsible journalism?
Yeah, I think, I'm more or less in agreement with John on that topic. Regardless of where you are, responsible journalism is journalism in the public interest. In developing third world countries, where nation building might still be occurring, responsible journalism is about development, progress and growth. Right? It is covering positive news as opposed to only focusing on conflict. In a country like Fiji, it is avoiding inflaming racial feelings. I feel it is incumbent upon journalists to support government's nation-building efforts, but without turning a blind eye to government wrongdoing. Just speaking also from an educator's point of view, now, one complaint we hear very often in this region and also in Fiji is, the poor knowledge base and skills of journalists. Right? So journalists have a responsibility to continuously upgrade their qualification and knowledge. Right? You don't have to go to university to do this. At least develop a reading habit. As journalists, we cannot afford to be unmotivated or uninterested about learning. Right? We owe it to ourselves and to our people to be educated and well informed. Now, in this region, ill-informed journalists normally do more harm than good.
Sam, you are originally from the Solomon Islands, and you're working for Radio Australia, a regional organization.
I still am, Georgia. Sorry.
And upon being located here in Australia, do you feel it gives you more latitude, more freedom to report on issues you would be perhaps a bit more cautious about if you were back home in Honiara?
Well, in a sense, yes, but let's go back to this, the idea of the concept of responsible journalism. First of all, like our colleagues they have stated, we need to have people who are trained. And lack of knowledge of the region or issues of any particular country can be a hindrance to responsible journalism. But then, of course, you have to consider that in the Pacific, there is no one size fits all. Okay, you have